Hi, my name is Matthew Mullens, and as an entrepreneur, I tend to wear many different hats. I also have been a member of the Leadership Forum community for several years now, serving in different capacities. And most recently, I had the pleasure of attending our Embracing Conflict Leadership Summit. Now, in business, I tend to strive for win-win situations as much as possible, but sometimes conflict does inevitably arise. So today I'll share a brief story about conflict my team faced after the summit and how I was able to lean on some of the things that were talked about at the summit and apply it to the situation at hand. So soon after the summit, I have a food product that's in glass jars, and it had recently launched on Amazon. We had received a wave of basically return notifications from customers saying that, hey, the jars are breaking while in transit. So my initial instinct was to kind of point the finger at Amazon, or I even started to shift blame to the co-packer in my head. And on the co-packer side, as they're solutioning, they're saying, hey, business owner, you can pay more and we can have custom packaging to solve this. And so as you can imagine, there was kind of a conflict because there was a issue, but nobody wanted to be accountable for, why that issue happened. So during that time, two insights from the summit came back to me. One of which was from Steve Gardner's session, where he reminded us that conflict tends to escalate when we attack people versus the problem. Also, Erica Swartz Hall's session came back to me of how we frame conflict, and when met with curiosity, conflict can actually deepen collaboration. And so instead of blaming either partner, I called Amazon, I called the co-packer, and we worked together to identify what the real problem was with the jars. So, and as it turned out, surprisingly, it was pretty simple. It was just that the jars needed labeling to say fragile, so that way the warehouse workers can actually know how to package the jar appropriately. So it didn't need expensive packaging redesign, or there was no finger pointing involved. It actually ended up being a true win-win situation because Amazon was satisfied, the co-packer had a clear path on going forward without any extra labor, and my business avoided any major additional costs without having to do extra packaging. And of course, the customers won because they were able to receive our product intact, so they can enjoy the tastiness that they ordered. And so with that, thank you for the Leadership Forum for hosting an amazing summit. These kind of takeaways are helping my team grow as we apply it to day-to-day situations, and I look forward to continue being involved. Thank you.